Hey guys, welcome back to Kirby Triple Deluxe. In this part, we're going more into World, was it? We're going more into Animal Crossing New Leaf now. So
Donkey Kong Island.
Yeah, it is pretty much just Donkey Kong Island. Actually, this section right now reminds me a lot of the
Golden Temple.
And I hated those. I hated those levels in Donkey Kong Country Returns. Like, if you want to talk about stages that really don't feel worth it, you know, you could argue that the special stages in the Yoshi games don't feel worth it, but I absolutely despise the extra levels you unlock for getting all the Kong letters in Donkey Kong Country Returns. They were abysmal. I mean, they were hard, sure, but it didn't feel fun hard. It was more like, oh my god, when does this end? Hard.
And then it abruptly ends.
Yeah, and then it just abruptly ends. It's one of those things where I always felt like the end of the level wasn't the hardest part of the level. Like, you get over that one really hard part, and then the rest of the level is just fine. You know? I guess nobody knows. Okay, that whatever.
Don't you want to get sleep?
I actually don't think I get sleep once in the entire playthrough. So
You gotta do it at least once.
no, I don't think I ever get sleep once. Sorry.
You see, we're doing this session late at night. So when you asked that, my brain just latched onto it. It was like, wait, what?
Don't you go to sleep? It's like, yeah, finally, someone's speaking. Great commentary session, guys.
Come on,
He's
guys.
narcoleptic.
We were able to do this before. What's different? Oh, we're not in college anymore. Oh. Well, I mean, I'm technically still in college, but whatever.
Well, in my
Yeah,
case,
the rest
what's
of us are old
different is
men
that
now.
I'm still kind of recovering from the time zone lag of a trip to Colorado.
And I'm just getting back from Pittsburgh on this day.
You sure it wasn't the other reason you go to Colorado, Lewis?
Well, in Colorado, everything was 2 hours earlier.
Wait, so that should...
get the
Wait, hold on,
joke.
Lewis. That means that you should be bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Because you're 2 hours ahead of us, so you're not expected to go to sleep for 2 hours, huh? I don't want to hear any more of your excuses.
Wait.
Never mind.
Yes, I'm starting to think that this Becca is just merely a hologram.
Oh, no. John, don't give...
A well-constructed hologram.
Maybe it has a
Live,
tangible
breathe,
body.
Think.
John, don't give Lewis the idea that we're all secretly holograms, then he might try to revolt. Alright?
No, it's not strictly time zone lag. It's more like in trying to adjust back to my own time zone, my entire sleeping cycle just went completely out of whack.
Okay, that makes sense.
And I
God forbid you ever go to Europe or something.
when that happens, I just have to sort of go to bed a little later every day until my sleep cycle cycles back to what it should be. And that can take, like, a week.
Playing the long game.
I don't think any of us has what could be called a healthy sleep schedule.
Nope.
Nah, no, I definitely don't.
Ted, I would think out of all of us, you have the most structure.
Well, I try to, but the thing is that, like, I'll accidentally swipe left instead of right on my phone and turn the alarm off instead of snooze, and then suddenly I sleep 3 hours later than I meant to. You know?
You see, that's why you don't use your phone alarm. You use an actual alarm clock with 2 buttons.
I don't understand.
The advantage to an alarm clock is that you have to actually actively, like, switch over to the alarm mode and then shut it off. You can't accidentally shut it off. You have to do it on purpose.
Or get one of those old radio ones.
No, those are terrible.
I actually believe that I have one of those lying around, but whether or not it still works is another question entirely.
That is like the worst possible alarm clock you could use, because at some point you're just gonna get comfortable with whatever the radio plays. Whereas an alarm
But it's
blaring
early in the
at
morning,
you-
so it's going to be nothing but traffic reports and advertisements.
That's what you gotta put into a station that you don't like.
Yeah, well, that's
it-
one of the things about, like, using a computer or your phone is that you can set whatever the hell you want as your alarm. So,
But then you start to hate whatever your alarm is.
yeah, but if you put in something that you know you're gonna hate, so that you get up and turn the alarm off quicker, then, you know, sometimes that's
yeah, that's
So put in
true.
Ted's podcast, gotcha.
good.
Actually, for a while, I used to use the King Ramsey theme from Girl Scout Blog.
Okay, so John, you want to know what you should use for your alarm? The Sonic Spinball Options music.
Done it once.
Wait, really?
Yes. Yes,
Oh
I
my
have.
god.
And I regret it. I really do.
Hey.
How about that? How about what was it, that one track from Wind Waker that you said that's creeped you the fuck out that one night?
Oh, that was just by accident.
On the occasions
And that-
when I have to use
yeah.
my own phone for an alarm, I have an alarm clock and I use that most days, but when I have to use my phone for an alarm, what I actually play is Megalovania from Undertale.
Well, chiptune stuff in general will work well because it's
It's a naturally jarring sound.
yeah, it's mechanical, I guess is the best way to put it. So it's not something that you would naturally sleep through because your body kind of.
It's also
is-
goddamn terrifying if you've ever fought or actually seen someone fight Sans in Undertale. So, yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen any live gameplay of Undertale. Now that I'm thinking about it, like ever.
God damn.
What was that?
No, it's like, damn, I'm surprised you managed to last that long.
Like I've seen screenshots plenty, but I've never like been interested enough to watch a review or a let's play.
Rest in peace comment section.
Yes.
Well,
Back on a different topic, I like to think this level is a big homage to Superstar's Great Cave Offensive with all the treasure chests.
That honestly, the thing that it reminds me of most is Squeak Squad, which is it has a lot of Squeak Squad's big thing was you're trying to get treasure, and these mouses were mice.
Yeah, but in Superstar, you could get like an F-Zero machine and the screw attack.
Oh no, the treasures you find in Squeak Squad are not nearly as interesting. You can get a spray paint can, and now Kirby is green instead of blue. But it just reminds me of that a lot because it had a very similar kind of Indiana Jonesy style temple stage in that game. What's it called? Squeak Squad. That was a game I was actually considering recording for BrainScratch, but I went back to play it and I realized that Squeak Squad is the new Super Mario Brothers of Kirby. Like it's similarly uninspired and doesn't really do anything interesting.
Whereas this is more like Super Mario Brothers, New Super Mario Brothers Wii in comparison.
Yeah, basically.
No, I would say New Super Mario Bros. Wii is Return to Dreamland.
Well,
Okay, this
whichever
is-
one is
okay.
They're all the same game.
Okay, maybe this is more the new Super Mario Brothers U. Then
I've never played U, so I have no idea how that stacks up to Wii.
New Kirby
actually
Superstar
my
Mario
favorite New
U
Super Mario.
Legends.
I think
episode 2.
New U is the best of the new lineup.
I don't know. They're also
then.
similar. Like I think playing.
I think U does enough, and I honestly love its new power-ups. So
I've only ever beaten it once, so I can't really say. But like I don't know. I think we completely lost whatever metaphor we were trying to go with. So
Well,
yeah. Anyway, the point is Squeak Squad isn't very interesting. So I decided, screw it. I'm gonna do Triple Deluxe instead. Although I've been planning on recording this for like 8 months, so I'm a slacker. We all know this, so I'm not gonna dwell on it too much. Oh god, you really
I keep
can't
expecting
tell
a
that we're
screw.
recording late at night.
I keep expecting the Triforce to pop out.
Like you can get a lot of stuff. Like you can get in Great Cave Offensive. Like you can get, I think Mr. Saturn from Earthbound.
Yeah, so in a Starman.
Oh, the Starman. Yeah.
I know the Blue Falcon is an option. Is one. The screw attack is an option. I mean, is one. So
Yeah. I'm trying. Okay, no, Pokemon didn't exist yet. Well, actually,
No.
Pokemon might have existed, but I
it
don't
wasn't
know.
like out yet or anything. So. Heh.
okay.
I love that. I love that one. I mean, yeah, it really just speaks for itself. So.
oh man.
Time to burn the place down.
Oh yeah, that was like the one interesting thing that Squeak Squad did was it introduced the ability to interact with the environment. And by interact with the environment, I mean there were specific grass things that you could burn or cut, and there were specific water tiles that you could freeze, and specific fire blocks that you could not have be fiery anymore, and that was pretty much it.
You mean douse?
What?
You mean douse them?
Fiery things, not me. Fiery.
It's what you call it when you dump water on something to extinguish it.
Meet Ted. Ted from BrainScratch. Meet Love Kirby. Big fiery block, not fiery anymore.
You guys in your 3rd grade vocabulary, I can't handle it.
You're the one who you were you were the English major, weren't you?
Okay, a lot of people seem to misunderstand this, so I'm going to clear it up. Being an English major is not the same thing as being a grammar major, okay? Being an English major means that you can understand the concept of speaking and doing words good, whereas being a grammar major, which I don't even think exists, is...
That's called being an English major.
You know what? Not everybody does useful stuff like learning how to work computers, alright, Ryan? Alright, some people just want to stare at a book and be like, but what does it mean? Well...
Some of us like to put food on the table.
Yeah, well, really, the best job for putting food on the table a major can get you is the philosophy major, because you're sure to put all sorts of food on all sorts of people's table. Taco Bell, KFC, Burger King, they're all possibilities, and... Oh, so we've had a couple of stages like this, but this is actually one of the only ones where you run a chance of actually not being able to get what's inside the treasure chest, because you have to deal with whatever this thing is called. It probably has a name.
The helmet.
Yeah, the helmet, and it is actually remarkably possible to lose some of these
That was close.
chests. And I mean, granted, there's only 2 of them that you really need to get, which is the one with the sunstone and the one with the rare keychain, if you even care about that. But, still, I like getting all of them because it makes me feel good inside.
Well, there was a scenario earlier where you were fighting a boss with the treasure chest running in the background.
Yeah.
Is that one timed as well?
Not really, because the game gives you Crash right before that boss. So, I mean, granted, most of the bosses can be beaten pretty... Honestly, I think the only instance where you run a chance of not getting the treasure chest with that boss would be if you had no power. Because most powers, you can beat the mini-bosses really, really quickly, because you can constantly attack. Whereas, when you don't have a power, you have to wait for the boss to attack, to counterattack with the things it drops. So, yeah, basically. Like, the only way the boss would take that long is if you didn't have a power.
Catter Killer.
If we're playing Burned Edition, yeah.
Yeah, but there's this way more interesting little island that's over there and has nothing to do with anything. So we're going to go to that instead.
Does it have one of those colored orbs that unlocks the super final level?
I mean, I guess technically. Because you do need all of the sun... you do need to get all of the sunstones to unlock the super duper extra level in the last world. Because the
why does the game want so many blossoms?
I don't know. Although that's one thing about Pokemon that actually bothers me is that there's... The games have been going on for like 7 generations, and there's still only like 3 Pokemon that evolve per stone. For as annoying as they make it to get these things, you'd think that they'd use them a little bit more often. You know? Like, I was noticing this because I've been actually breeding Pokemon for... Well, I wouldn't say competitive use, but just so that I have a team that won't automatically lose if I ever challenge someone. I'll put it that way. And I was breeding Vulpixes, and I went to finally evolve it, and I was just like, shit, I don't have any ice stones. And that was like the one one stone that they don't sell in the shop. So I had to wait.
Pokebelago.
Yeah, I had to wait for it to randomly spawn at Pokebelago. And I was just thinking, why don't they bother like using this for more than 2 Pokemon? So, yeah.
You think you would use one on an Eevee and turn it to Glaceon?
Dude, I've been wondering why they didn't just make it Moonstone for Umbreon and Sunstone for Espeon since Gen 2.
Shiny Stone for Sylveon, or Leaf Stone for Leafeon.
Okay, you want to know what makes it the most annoying for me? Okay, Umbreon and Espeon evolve from friendliness. Sylveon evolves from affection. Biologically speaking, what's the goddamn difference? Like,
They're
It's a shallow love.
They're separate gameplay mechanics.
Like, it's like, okay, you know, I'm annoyed at this TV show versus I'm frustrated with it. It revolves around me accepting a different job or something. It doesn't make much sense to me, personally. But,
Well, annoying and frustrating are actually two different feelings.
yeah, but they're about as similar as friendship and affection.
No, frustration comes from wanting something and not getting it. Annoyance is just being annoyed.
Well,
Annoyance is
if I wasn't
annoyance,
getting
Lewis
something-
2017.
If I wasn't getting something that I wanted, I'd be annoyed by it.
Well, yeah, but one causes the other. The other doesn't necessarily cause the one that causes it.
Yeah, but wouldn't friendship cause affection, though? Inherently?
Yeah, what's friendship without affection?
I don't know,
it's more
but you
like-
can have...
It's more like affection.
I guess
can cause
the
friendship.
fact that we're friends and we don't
Is
cuddle each other.
that a one-night stand?
Well, that's actually the fun thing about Pokemon, is that the Pokemon can have...
One-night stands?
Well, no. A Pokemon can have max affection, but minimum friendliness. So you can have a Pokemon that absolutely loves you, but will still get max power from frustration. The move, not the concept, because we were talking about the concept earlier. So, yeah. Okay, long story short, Pokemon's kind of bullshit sometimes. Alright, moving on.
Yeah, well, I should be able to lose a fucking Leafstone in the Glaceon, right?
It makes more sense than they're just being... You know what? They should, because you want to know how you evolve a Pokemon, an Eevee to a Glaceon and a Leafeon? You put them next to a giant rock. That's an icy rock and a leafy rock. AKA...
That's some rock, huh?
AKA
Like-
a leaf,
like leaf
stone
stone.
and an ice stone. So yeah, Pokemon's BS. Oh, that was a bad idea, Ted. Why'd you get rid of Hammer? No.
You just gotta get Crash. Gotta
But-
become the Pope.
Yeah, but the Spyro trilogies just looks to be more my speed, you know?
You have to have the Holy Hand Grenade of Antioch. And you accidentally use it in panic.
No, I know that this section has like 5 more
Oh.
crashes, so they want you to use it like whenever you encounter more enemies.
So
Also,
Pope
the
John
screen
Kirby the
freezes.
Fourth.
The screen freezes when you use Crash, so. Oh, excuse me. You're not risking losing the keys. Although if you do miss one keys, you're not getting the keychain.
So it's not worth it.
Well, I mean,
It's a rare one.
yeah, it's a rare one, so it's kind of worth it. I also just
Eh.
like seeing the art on it as well. So, yeah.
Whoop.
Because they generally save the fancier ones for the rare keychains, like special bosses or the 16-bit ones that have the prettier art. Or
Why are
whatever.
there clowns in this ancient temple?
Ancient Egyptian jesters of yore.
Honestly, anything that you could
Wasn't
come
there
up with-
wasn't there a Jester card or something like that?
Oh, pretty much anything you could bring up would be more sensical than Yu-Gi-Oh! So, you know.
You know, they made Attack the Moon an actual card.
Wait, really?
Yep.
Wait, what?
Huh.
Yeah.
Did they ever
I'm not
make
fucking kidding.
catapulting the turtle onto your...
That I'm not sure, but they did make Attack the Moon, I think, an equipped spell card.
Well, it's
Awesome.
good to know they've got a sense of humor.
Yes. Yes, they do.
Excellent.
Apparently they have a sense of humor with the new protagonist as well.
Of the the
The purple blue hair thing.
oh man, that's so stupid. I love it.
Well, no, he's a guy who doesn't want to stand out. It's like you have main character hair.
That's still one of my favorite images. It's a Yu-Gi-Oh screen, and
Just the main character.
spot the main character, and everybody else has just got the boring brown hair. God. Is it more ridiculous than Yugi's hair though? Because I still think Yugi probably has the most ridiculous anime hair I've ever seen in my life.
Well, yeah, if not because of its shape and how many colors he's rocking.
Like that little thing on his head, like the black part. Like, is that even hair?
Yeah.
I think
It's
the
all hair.
character from the motorcycle series has just like an edgier version of that same hair.
Oh, you say?
Yeah, him. I think.
How can it be any more edgy than Yugi's hairdo? That shit can cut you if you landed on top of him.
Well, it's like comparing Sonic's hairstyle to Shadow's. Like, it's the same basic haircut, but it's got more of a badass look to it.
Well, Shadow just kind of looked like he didn't comb it, kind of, because it's all bent.
Because he's edgy.
Well, no, it's more like he's been sleeping for 50 years, and he's got massive bedhead. So, you know, like, why bother at this point? It
Whereas
kind of works.
the protagonist of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX was just designed to look like a Karibo, but
He had about as much personality as a Karibo.
Honestly, you know I'm gonna get crap for this. I've got a soft spot for Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, because I watched...
it's not bad. It's just kind of like...
Oh, well, the 4Kids dub, which is what I watched, that's bad. But I've still got a soft spot for it because I watched it a lot after school. It's pretty
Why
much
is there a school for trading card games?
Cause... And I mean, I watched that a lot. It's the only Yu-Gi-Oh! Series I've got any attachment to.
I think the reason that series exists is because Harry Potter was going on around that time.
Yeah, that honestly, that makes a lot of sense. Like, we gotta have a school for card games. We gotta have a school for everything, pretty much. Because attaching it, honestly, I think it's kind of where the high school alternate universe kind of trope for fan fiction.
No, that's always been in existence.
Oh, really?
You gotta board the train to the school located in station 399 per booster pack.
There have been high school alternate universes for every fandom imaginable since the dawn of fanfiction. I have no idea what the appeal is, but it's always been.
All right, BrainScratch comes high school alternate universe. Let's do it. Okay.
I'm pretty sure we were all in high school at some point.
Well, it's like they want to have high school drama stories about their favorite characters, so
But go
they
watch
take
Dawson's
away
Creek.
everything that those characters are and just make them high school students with those characters' names. It's like, I don't get it.
High school drama for all of us. Jesus, what a fucking boring television show.
Oh my god, yeah, that'd probably be like, oh my gosh, Ryan played my copy of Super Mario Sunshine without asking.
Well, you know, they could just take whatever franchise they want to high school ties and you know, show it to MTV and say, make a television show about this, and they'll get plenty of high school drama.
We already have Dawson's Creek.
And I was talking about Shannara Chronicles. Zing. Sorry. I apologize for that.
John doesn't understand that reference. Tune in next week to find out why.